Tips to grow indoor plants as outdoor plants. So how do you do that? How do you grow your indoor plants as outdoor plants? The main thing to understand the basic knowledge. So stay tuned to my channel to know more and watch until the end. Out of many varieties of indoor plants, this one plant you can grow indoors and outdoors both. This is spider plant. Spider plant you can grow many plants out of one plant, and one of the best humidity loving plant too. So when you keep it outdoors, keep it in a semi-shade area where it gets the partial sunlight. And also time to time you can give any house plant fertilizer for this plant. Even if you don't give it, these plants will definitely grow. And also you can grow them by spiderets, by the baby spider plants, and also you can grow them and propagate them in water. Many plants are such, they can grow in small pots, big pots, even in coffee mugs. So there are many planters where you can grow this beautiful plant. Next plant you can grow in any pot, and in the shade of your garden is Syngonium. Any variety of Syngonium you can grow in small pots or bigger pots, and you will have to keep them in semi-shade. They also can tolerate the partial sunlight, and this is one of the plants that you can grow indoors and outdoors both. This plant also you can divide and multiply, and also a shade loving plant. And also these plants are not high demanders of fertilizers. You can do without fertilizer also. So keep it in a semi-shade or partial sunlight if you kept it outdoors, and this is one of the best plant for indoors as well. Anthurium plants are such beautiful but bit expensive plants. They produce these beautiful blooms, and they are in various colors. These plants also prefers the semi-shade in your garden if you have kept them as outdoor plants. So these are beautiful indoor plants which prefers the semi-shade and the partial sunlight they can tolerate. So keep it in a place where it gets the partial sunlight. So never keep it in a bright sunlight area. And also time to time these plants need fertilizer since they are flower producing plants. So you can use any homemade fertilizers for these plants to produce flower. You can make free plants out of them easily by dividing these Anthurium plants. Citrina plant. This is a beautiful indoor plant. This plant needs much space to grow if you have kept it indoors, and also when you are putting it in a pot you need ample space because they grow really very big and huge, and they need space. So this plant is ideal for outdoors, but if you kept it indoors they will grow very slowly, and time to time pruning also is must. Aglaonema plants are beautiful indoor plants. If you have kept them outdoors, you can grow them in the semi-shade or partial sunlight, because these plants you can grow and divide and make free plants out of them, and they are also you can grow without any fertilizer. But if you can use any house fertilizer of your choice. These plants also do not keep in the bright sunlight area. If you have kept them outdoors, keep it in a semi-shade area. And also these plants can be divided, and as I said, you can multiply them easily by dividing. And this is another house plant to grow without any trouble. Syngonium plants also a wonderful variety of plants because they also prefers a semi-shade and a beautiful indoor plant, and there are many varieties also. Now this is pink Syngonium, and these plants are beautiful house plants, and also if you have kept them outdoors, see that they are growing in the semi-shade. And also these plants too doesn't need much care and much fertilizer. You can use any house plant fertilizer of your choice, but even if you don't provide them any fertilizer, these plants are sure to grow. This is a mini rubber plant. This plant also a beautiful indoor plant. You can skip regular watering too, and these plants also doesn't seek any fertilizer. You can grow them by cutting stems and putting them in water, and you can easily propagate them, and once they start rooting you can put them to soil. Coleus plants, if you kept indoors, that will grow really very beautifully, but if you keep them outdoors, see that they are kept in a place where they get the partial sunlight, or keep it in a semi-shade area because these plants withered away soon for the bright sunlight. These plants also doesn't need much attention, much fertilizer, but if you like you can give any fertilizer of your choice. So grow them by cuttings in water, and also you can put them directly in soil. Swiss cheese monstera, a wonderful plant which grows simply like the money plant. You can put cuttings in water, you can put them directly in soil. This is a beautiful plant, but never overdo water, because once you overdo water, this plant start yellowing of leaves. And also do not get the plant get too dry also. They likes the humidity. The soil should be well draining and also well moistured. So see to these things. And also doesn't need a bright sunlight area. They also prefers the semi shade.